What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the life of a legend, an icon whose voice still echoes through the streets, headphones, and hearts of millions around the world. We're talking about the one and only Tupac Shakur. Born in New York City in 1971, Tupac's life was steeped in activism and struggle from the very beginning. His mother, Afeni Shakur, was a prominent member of the Black Panther Party. This revolutionary spirit wasn't just in his blood, it was the ink in his pen, the fire in his voice. From his early days at the Baltimore School for the Arts, where he studied acting, poetry, and ballet, it was clear Tupac was no ordinary talent. He was a multifaceted artist, a poet with a beat, an actor with soul. His journey into the world of hip-hop started with Digital Underground, where he was a roadie and backup dancer, but a personality this big couldn't stay in the background for long. In 1991, he dropped his debut album, Tupacalypse Now. It was raw, it was political, and it was a wake-up call. Songs like Brenda's Got a Baby weren't just tracks, they were searing social commentaries, painting vivid, often harsh, pictures of life in underserved communities. He gave a voice to the voiceless, and the world was forced to listen. But as his star rose, so did the controversy. Tupac lived his life on the edge, a whirlwind of legal battles, public disputes, and an unapologetic defiance that made him both a hero to many and a target for others. He embodied a complex duality. On one hand, you had the thug-like persona, the bandana, the tattoos, the rebellious attitude. This was the Tupac who spoke about survival by any means necessary. On the other hand, you had the sensitive poet, the man who wrote Dear Mama, one of the most heartfelt odes to a mother ever recorded. He was the same artist who penned powerful anthems like Keep Your Head Up, offering hope and empowerment to women facing hardship. This complexity is what made him so compelling. He wasn't just a rapper, he was a human being grappling with the contradictions of his environment and his own spirit. His acting career was taking off too, with acclaimed performances in films like Juice and Poetic Justice. He proved his talent transcended the recording booth. He had a magnetic presence on screen, an intensity that was impossible to ignore. It felt like he was on the verge of becoming a true global superstar, a force that could bridge the gap between music, film, and social change. Then came the infamous East Coast versus West Coast rivalry. What started as industry friction escalated into a media-fueled firestorm. Tupac, as the face of Death Row Records on the West Coast, was at the epicenter of it all. The tension was palpable, and the music reflected it. His 1996 album, All Eyes on Me, the first double-disc album in hip-hop history, was a monumental success. It was a triumphant, defiant, and celebratory record, the sound of an artist at the peak of his powers, yet it was also tinged with a sense of paranoia and impending doom. He was living life at 100 miles an hour, and you could hear it in every bar. On September 7, 1996, in Las Vegas, the music stopped. Tupac was fatally shot in a drive-by shooting, a senseless act of violence that silenced one of the most important voices of a generation. He was just 25 years old. The world was left in shock, and the questions surrounding his death still linger to this day, fueling countless series and documentaries. But Tupac's story didn't end that night. In fact, in many ways, it was just beginning. His work ethic was legendary, and he left behind a vast vault of unreleased music. Posthumous albums continued to drop for years, many becoming multi-platinum hits. It felt like he was still speaking to us from beyond. His words as relevant as ever. His influence is undeniable. You can hear his flow, his storytelling, and his passion in countless artists who came after him. From Kendrick Lamar to Eminem, the seeds he planted have grown into a forest. So why does Tupac Shakur still matter so much, decades after his passing? Because he was more than a rapper. He was a poet, an actor, a revolutionary, and a visionary. He held a mirror up to society and forced us to look at the beauty, the pain, and the injustice within it. He was flawed, yes, but he was real. He channeled his anger, his love, and his confusion into art that has transcended time, race, and geography. His legacy is a testament to the power of a single voice to spark a conversation, to challenge the status quo, and to inspire millions. He taught us that even in the darkest of times, you have to keep your head up. He showed us that there's a rose that can grow from concrete. And that message of resilience, hope, and unwavering truth is why the legend of Tupac Shakur will live on forever. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Tupac's legacy in the comments below. Until next time, take care.